Everybody, welcome to your favorite show. We know we're a couple of days off, but y'all know what time it is, y'all. It's time for the On the Hunt podcast show, and there's nothing better than coming through when we've won. But before we get started, today's show is going to be sponsored by the Reizen Law Group. The Reizen Law Group is partnered by Scott Reizen. He is the founding partner of the Reizen Law Group. If you look them up on Yelp or on Google, they have a 4.5 out of 5. And you know, hey, that is good. So in the words of, what's his name, Carl Thomas, he is good. And no, he does not do commercials with his mom, but he is good. So right now, y'all, we're going to kick it off. Kick it to my guys that are here. Easy E, Bobby Bless, and then we got our guy doing it for the big fellas. Easy E, how you feeling, dog?
I am feeling fantastic. Again, it's great doing this show after a win. So, Bobby, how you feeling?
Man, I'm doing good. I've been floating since about 4:30 Sunday-ish. Still, man, I'm still floating, man.
Okay, Zoom. Okay, Zoom.
How's that bank account doing, Bobby?
Oh, unlimited. I ain't missing a day of work. You feel me? I just going to work every day, so the bank account is fine. We need, it's gone. I can't wait till Sunday.
Reggie, how's it going, my friend?
Feeling like I got hit by a Mack truck, literally. But I would like to say I appreciate the thoughts and prayers of my brothers, me and the family that kind of been through it this week. Gotten a couple of car accidents, so but we're alive, and that's all thanks to Jah. So I'm feeling good for the most part.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We are happy to have you back, and like I was telling you before, we'll have to break out the On the Hunt limousine, which for tax purposes is just a 2-seater bike. Nate's going to ride on the front. You'll be on the back. We'll get you where you need to go safely and quietly.
Look, it's cool. I'm gonna have Nate just chauffeur me around.
There you go. Hey,
long as there's compensation.
And I got to
hey, libation for the compensation, my might add.
For some gas money. Come on now. So folks, we've got a lot to do and not a whole lot of time to do it, kind of like Smokey and the Bandit. So we're going to go ahead and get to it here. Reggie, we got by the numbers, and we have all studied because we're going to beat this quiz today. My friend, what do you got for us?
Yeah. I believe it when I see it. I don't think we got a passing grade yet.
Damn.
But like you said, we always love talking about our lines after a win. So I know everybody's excited to go through this quiz this week. So our first question, we're gonna start with our defense because they showed up and they showed out despite what they let Jefferson get away with, but that's neither here nor there. So this week, who do you guys think had the highest defensive PFF grade?
Nate's muted again. He's doing his best stuff, but he's muted again.
Yeah, I said, y'all want me to go first? Because I think I know.
All right, Nate, go ahead. Who you got?
I'm going to go Isaiah Buggs.
Oh, you got the Bugsters. Okay. Elijah, who you got?
All right, so I am going to say, I wouldn't say Jeff Okudah. Let me see. I would probably say Houston.
All right, so we got Houston.
Okay.
Okay.
Bobby. Deshaun Elliott.
Number 5. He was not confident in that answer. I just want to point that out there. He's like,
I'm thinking about who made the plays. Yeah. Because I
like how he's trying to embody.
Right.
Remember numbers,
he's trying to pull it out of my mind like a Jedi mind trick. I was like,
he's channeling his inner PFF.
All right, so we starting off the show 0 for 3. Just saying.
No.
Aiden Hutchinson had the highest PFF grade this week, 91.5.
Flag on the
What
play.
was Bugs, man? What was Bugs?
Bugs was 7th
Ooh,
with a PFF grade of 69.5.
and there's
You
only
made some
11
high-
players on the field, Nate.
And Elliott was 11th with a PFF grade of 61.5.
Oh, so I picked the last motherfucker.
Yeah,
okay.
so you got the lowest grade.
So
Oh,
Where was Houston at?
where was my
Elijah.
guy at? Where was my guy at?
So we're gonna move to our next category. Who do
Oh,
you
come
think
on.
had the highest run defense this week?
Oh, I know that one. I'm jumping in first.
Sorry, Bob,
Rodriguez.
who you got? You got
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Nate, who you got?
Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. Okay, so we got 2 for Rodrigo. Elijah, who you got?
Bugs.
Bugs. The Bucksters. Man, 0 for 6. Ugh.
Oh, come on now.
0 for
We
6.
need some milk.
Yeah, badly.
Damn, do
so
I even
my-
watch the games? Do I watch?
So,
I watch the games?
so our highest run defense grade, surprisingly, is
Jared
Mike
Day.
Hughes. Mike Hughes.
I was
Oh,
going to
yeah.
say that. I promise.
Hey,
I
Mike
was gonna
Hughes.
say that.
Mike Hughes led the defense with a run defensive grade of 87.7. He had 5 stops on Sunday. And that's what helped his grade. Now,
one of my good friends messaged me about him. Like, who is that dude? Like, I forget.
Mhm.
Like, who is that?
Now we're not gonna talk about what he gave up on offense
Mm-mm.
to Jefferson, because that's a whole nother story.
He
But
had to
overall-
have the worst. He's got to have the worst PFF pass coverage grade in history.
Now, Bobby, Nate, I'm gonna give y'all a little bit of half. I'm gonna give you half of credit because Marco Rodriguez was second
Okay.
at 87.1.
Elijah, we got something better than nothing.
At 87.1. Bugs was actually had the lowest grade.
Oh,
of
damn it.
run
Okay.
defense, a 29.2.
Wah, wah,
It's
wah.
So,
like it.
so just as a heads up, Mike Hughes had 8 tackles as well on Sunday. Rodrigo, he had 3 tackles and 3 stops. That's what helped his run defense grade this week. So our third category, tackling. Who do you think had the highest tackling grade this week? Who do you
Mike
think?
Hughes.
Getting it in? So we got.
I'm gonna say
Hughes.
Mike Hughes.
So we got Mike Hughes. Okay, Bobby, who you got?
I'm almost scared to say. I'm gonna say Bugs. Nah, I'm gonna go with Bugs.
Y'all really going in on Bugs.
Hey, he was balling, man.
Football's Fabio Anzalone.
He's so damn
Anzalone.
stupid.
Anzalone.
So 1 for 9. 1 for 9. And guess who
Yeah.
got? Guess who won? That was Elijah.
Look up.
So,
Anzalone was making plays. He was.
and
No,
this is kind
you
of
are
messed up
not
'cause y'all
doing that
actually had a
thing.
chance. Y'all actually had a chance. Y'all had the chance of picking 1 or 2 people because Deshaun Elliott and Anzalone both had a tackling grade of 83.6 this week. So
Okay.
Elijah, you way to nail your first one, brother, and way to set it down for the big fellas because
He can never cut his hair because that's where his strength comes from. But yeah.
like Samson. So let's see if we can break. Let's see if we can break this exercise of futility. Who had the highest pass rusher grade this week?
Ooh.
I'm gonna go Bugs.
You gonna go Bugs. So this is the third time you done went Bugs.
Man, I ain't messing with him no more.
All right, Elijah, who you got?
I'm not bugging. I am going to go and I'm going to pick Kaminsky.
Kaminsky. Okay.
That's a
And
good one.
Bobby, who you got?
I'm gonna go ahead and what's my one dude name? Hutchinson. That's what I'm going with.
Okay. So
He's got his eyes closed and everything. Like he's
Yeah, because it don't matter. Because I don't like. Hey, me and Nate, we used to dog the calculator dudes, man. We don't,
Right.
So we
we don't do this.
So we 2 for 12 now. 2 for 12.
Oh,
2
come
for
on
12.
now. Come on
Way
now.
to go, Nate. Way to go, Nate.
Oh,
You find
no,
somebody
Oh, man,
finally
see, I
got
can't get on
plugs.
the board.
No,
Somebody
I can't
finally
never get
got
on the board.
no.
I can't never get on the
Guess what?
board, man.
Switch hands on you. Switch
Oh,
hands on you.
no, not the other hand.
So Isaiah Buggs had the highest PFF pass rush grade this week at 93.1. Aiden Hutchinson was second with 90.7.
That's for,
Um,
damn.
Do I even want to
but
know what my guy was?
Mm,
Oh,
Do I even
Kaminsky
wanna
needed
know
some
what-
milk.
yeah,
Kaminsky was 10th.
I mean, that's not bad. There's only 11 players in the field. He was in the top 10.
Shit.
Right. So he was just the first loser.
He was just the first
Oh.
loser.
Oh, Ricky Bobby on me. Are you kidding me right now?
Do the Ricky Bobby stop.
Come on now.
And we got to cover the category only because of what happened on Sunday. So who do you guys think had the lowest coverage grade this week?
Mike Hughes.
Mike Hughes.
Mike Hughes.
Mike
Who you
Hughes?
got, Bobby?
I'm gonna guess. Mike Hughes?
Yeah, Mike Hughes. That's what I'm going with. Fuck that, because he was Jefferson just ran past my house.
This week it was Bobby Rodriguez.
What?
38. He was at 38.5. Now Mike Hughes is in the top 4 though.
How was
Yeah.
Rodrigo that low? I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
How can
Jeff
shit didn't do nothing
Jeff
but drop the
Jeff
ball
Okuda
and
was at
fumble
41.3.
and
And Mike Hughes is at 49.2. So
See,
they weren't.
that's why I'll be understanding that PFF sometimes, man.
You know what? It's so many different factors. If you know all the factors that go into it, they kind of be like, "Oh, okay, now I get it." But you know,
Yeah. I know.
no, we're not. Me and Bobby aren't calculator pushers. It's not going to make sense.
you know, it's fine. I'll do the calculating pushing for the group.
Sometimes
I think,
sometimes it line up. Sometimes it line up though, but sometimes.
I think
So-
next week we should go with the stats from the BERN agency. Because I think we'll know those a little more. The Bobby, Elijah, Reggie, Nate agency. I'm just throwing that
Burn.
up.
I like that.
Hey,
Burn.
shoot, I'm ready. Well, I'll get an
Burn.
LLC. I'm ready.
Burn
there
back
we
up.
go. There we go. So back to our offense. Who do you guys think led the offensive grade this week?
Derek Goff.
Jameson Williams.
St. Brown.
St. Brown. So 1 out of 3 for the offense.
Come on. You say it. Elijah.
Good job, Elijah. Good job. Elijah
Get out of
has 2.
here.
Elijah has 2.
We get him all the easy ones.
Yeah. He pumped. He pumped.
We get him the easy ones.
Jared Goff had a PFF grade of 83.8 this week.
That's pretty good for a
Pass
quarterback.
grade of 85.1. This is the first week in the last 3 weeks where Amon-Ra has not led the offensive pass grade. He was 7th.
He ain't never made a hot daughter.
Oh yeah. That's from
No, I can't.
what's that? Talladega Nights.
And this is the thing, fellas. This is Goff's highest grade since like
All year, ain't it?
it's like week 4.
PFF give him no love. Like they give him no love at all.
Well,
He
yeah,
won FedEx Player of the Week though.
he has some
And he
moments.
still had a low PFF though.
Well, his PFF has been
Toilet.
so his highest PFF grade on the year was
Was it
85.0
Jacksonville?
against Miami.
Oh.
That was his highest of the year. This was his second highest, was against Minnesota.
He gets no love. All them other good games he had.
Yeah, but turnovers don't help. Fumbles definitely don't help. Oh, fumbles tumble your grade. I didn't know if you really.
That damn Dallas game. That boy, I would have never looked at PFF all year after that.
Yeah, it was 54.8 that week. But the great thing about this is he's showing that if you put the right pieces around, you can keep him protected as a player. You kind of let him pick his spots. Don't have to do too much. We can run the ball.
He can read the defense, though.
And,
he can read the defense when he got time.
And of course, his arm is of course capped at 41 yards. So we just go. We're gonna keep it where it's at with him. But fellas, I know this is what we kind of want to see, though. We want to see that balance between the offense and the defense. Outside of giving up 425 yards to Cousins.
As the biggest Jared Goff supporter on this show, I'm just so proud of him. That's all I got to say. I'm just so proud of him.
Yeah, but
no reaction, Bobby.
Hot water either.
We know
I thought I was going to get Bobby to react on that one, but he didn't.
No.
And just remember,
keep eating that
Sunday,
crow, Elijah. Keep eating it. Keep eating that crow.
Sunday, we are all in franchise record break watch. We talked about it during our Facebook bonanza that we had this week. The Lions have had 5 straight games of 25 plus points, tying the franchise record from 1954. So hopefully Sunday we put it on the Jets and give them a nice little spanking so we can go ahead and get that franchise record.
You know why? Because here's the deal. I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I wake up in the morning and I piss excellence.
All right, now I'm tired of you. It's your world, baby.
All right.
Next segment.
So hey, we obviously always have a fun time here on The Hunt. We hope that you pick up on that. If you haven't by now, you probably just aren't watching the show. But anyway, we have a great time here, and it's our dream. We'll make it as big as we want it. So anyway, we do have a contest going on. We have a contest going on that we want to let you know about. We're going to be giving away this Apple Series 3 watch once we hit 350 subscribers. And I got to tell you right now, I believe we're at 267. So we're getting there. We're getting there. Every week we're getting more subscribers. And that's the key to winning this watch. The more subscribers you bring us, the more chance you have of winning. We're not putting this on a wheel. We're not giving away a lottery ticket and you got to wait to hear a number. It's literally just whoever brings us the most subscribers. So get us some subscribers. Make sure they comment on this video saying, hey, I was brought here by, and then insert your name. And, once we get to 350, if you've gotten us the most subscribers since we started this competition,
it's all you.
It's all you. It's really simple, guys. Just hit that subscribe button and get other people to do the same. It's really simple. Again, we'll be giving away that Apple Series 3 watch once we hit 350 subscribers. I do want to take a second here once again to thank the sponsor of this episode. And what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to stop my video here so that I can put the website on the screen. Fellas, let me know if this goes on the screen here.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
And again, this is Scott Reizen. His case manager name is Carrie, and she's amazing. When I tell you, this is a group of people that truly go above and beyond. They make sure that one of the things about lawyers that you deal with is about the follow-up. It gets so discouraging. You're like, oh my God, why haven't I heard from them? Why haven't they texted me? Why haven't they emailed me? Like, why am I sitting in the dark? Carrie is awesome. Anytime Scott gives her the information, you can count on it that you're going to get it from them, get it from her. She's not going to give you a time frame that is, far-fetched. Everything is so realistic. The total experience. This is why they're 4.5 out of 5. How do I know this? Personal experience. Hey, that's my lawyer. That's my guy. Also, gave me this cool mug. Y'all see this? RLG. I suck. Vanna White's better, so I need to go this way. RLG, guys. This stands for the Reizen Law Group. Quick history on Scott. He's a lifelong Detroiter. So, Scott started the Reizen Law Group to ensure that injured people have a tenacious fighter and tireless advocate on their side. He's, go blue, attended the University of Michigan Law School where he attained his law degree. Hey, listen, the guy is good. So, hey, we got a couple more things to mention about the Reizen Law Group. But for right now, that's just a quick summary. Again, thank you, Scott. Thank you, Ken.
Hey, Scott, holla at me.
He is so silly. Holla at me.
I need some ducats in my pocket.
Hey, who was that?
That's
Scott
hilarious.
Hey, who was that? Scott Steiner. Holler. If you hear me.
No.
Big Papa Pump.
I might be his number one client.
So in honor of Reggie, I just want to put this on the screen and read through it here briefly, just to add to what Nate was saying. So the Reizen Law Group, obviously Nate was telling you about his own personal experience. They are Detroit's premier personal injury law firm. At the Reizen Law Group, we focus exclusively on personal injury law. This means that we have the skills, experience, and insight necessary to aggressively advocate on behalf of accident victims, whether you've been injured in a car accident, slip and fall accident, boating accident, dog bite, or any other accident. We have the know-how and experience necessary to maximize your recovery. At the Reizen Law Group, you can be assured that we do whatever it takes to win. We are intent on helping our clients. This means when your case becomes our cause, no stone will be left unturned, and we will fight for you. Reggie, you got a piece of paper out? Call us now at 248-554-3440. Again, that phone number, 248-554-3440. We'll be reading that again, I'm sure, throughout the show, but I just wanted to, read that out from my man Reggie there because, unfortunately, as I was reading the descriptions, Reggie, I was thinking about what you told us, and you hit every single one of those.
No, I did. I literally did. Except for the dog bite.
Don't set yourself up.
And I swear, if one of these dogs bite me,
listen, right? You don't need to put nothing else. You don't need to put nothing else in the atmosphere.
No.
We really don't, man. Because if you FaceTime me in the morning talking about some man, the German Shepherd,
Damn dog,
outside the house.
no, one of my dogs. I got these dogs over here, these monsters.
He went full spotter monkey on my ass. No.
I know Sleepy Dog won't do me like that.
Right. Man. Okay. All right. So we got to get into game impressions here. Reggie, we'll start with you, my friend, because I know you don't have a ton of time. Tell us a little bit about your game impressions. I know we did this earlier this week, but you know what? You've had time to think about it. Has anything changed from when you first talked about this?
Once again, I just think about how impressive the win is, how huge the win is, because it's putting them in contention for the playoffs. And after they went 1-6, who was truly thinking playoffs? Let's really be honest. Let's be objective. Nobody was really thinking that. So the fact that they're buying into what Campbell is preaching, the players are maximizing on whatever talent they have. It might not be a whole lot, but it's still enough because they're putting the effort for it. And the reason they're putting that effort for it is because of Dan Campbell. He's one of them dudes that you literally want to go through a wall for. So you get wins like this, I'm just happy, man. And I hope I want them to keep the ball rolling. That's the biggest thing. What about you, Nate?
It's gonna be very interesting. Sauce gets to play his hometown favorites. If people don't know,
we're doing the game preview or recap, ain't we?
Oh, recap. My bad. Went backwards. I should have been muted.
Yeah, we're doing the recap. I'm about to say, damn, Nate. I'm about to bet
I'm the one that's supposed to be doing that.
Nate
I thought
is
he was
over here
Marty
saying,
McFly.
"Okay, guys, it's been good. On the hunt. See you later." Like, wait a minute, Nate, we haven't gotten there yet. We haven't gotten there yet.
Oh man, no. But
He
like
from
you
the
say,
future.
man, it has again for the people who have written off Dan Campbell, it's just it continues to show. He said, "Hey, this team is never going to quit. This team is going to be gritty. Three toes, one ass cheek. You know, it don't matter to him. You going down. You're going to know that that you play at the Detroit Lions, which is something that we haven't had in a long time, and the team is feeding off of that. And there's not a game hangover. Like literally, when he tells them, "Okay, we're on next week," you can tell they come out and they're not hungover. Like right now, the offense, especially in the red zone, is the best that I've ever seen it be. Like it's crazy. And then J-Mo, first touchdown, first catch.
He out there. He out there blocking too. He
Hey,
out there
hey, look,
blocking too.
and got a nice block. So I mean, that's my impression. Bobby, what you got, dog?
Man, I'm gonna kind of piggyback off of what like Elijah said on Monday. It's like it's good seeing people talk about the Lions in different places. You know what I mean? Like me working at Walmart, I talk to so many people every day. But I'm such a Lions fan. Is this how you work with people that you never ever talk to, like people that I've never ever talked to coming up like, hey man, I watched your team, and talking to me about the Lions, and it's I'm just happy, man. It just making me I'm trying to find the words to say. It just making me not, I want to say appreciate, but justify being a Lions fan. Like it's like going
That's
to the
a
mall and stuff.
very good word.
Yeah, I just like it's like they owe and they paying. It feel as much as I got love for them, they actually giving it back. It's usually like a one way thing. Remember we used to talk about that, Nate? Like, shoot, we like we dependent. You know what I'm saying? We got
Right.
so. But make a long story short, it just feel good to be a Lions fan again. I'm not saying like I ain't always feel good to be a Lions fan. It just feel good that hearing it from other people that ain't Lions fans. Like somebody was just met. Like I got longtime friends I went to high school with. They messaged me like, man, I'm happy for the Lions and stuff. Like I'm a damn player. And everybody know me like a big, I'm one of the biggest fan everybody know. But people messaging me, I'm having conversations with folks about the Lions that I never talking to people I ain't talked to. And it just shows you how sports just bring people together, especially when the underdog is getting a day, if you get my drift.
What's crazy, Bobby? You know what's crazy? I saw an article the other day where they were talking about how the Lions are quickly becoming supported by America because of how many years of futility we've had.
Yeah, the underdog.
Have a coach that's literally grinding and getting them to embody, just that grit. People are starting to get behind it on a national scale. Like, I haven't heard much positivity come from like ESPN and all the other stuff, all these other sports shows in support of what's happening with the Lions. So, like you said, man, it's bringing people together. It's a beautiful thing to see.
Underdog with overdog odds. Or was it? No, overdog with the underdog odds.
Man. Yeah, and then that's another thing too. That the fact that we were we were not the underdogs, it's just amazing how just winning just changed everybody's idea of your situation, even though we won the last, at the time would have been the last 4 out of 5, right? So it just let us know, as long as we handle our business, that we are a good team. And to be honest with you, that damn defense is what is the biggest part of the turnaround, man. They actually stopped the folks. And then I read a stat in the last, I don't know how many games in a row that they at least had one turnover. So even though they was given at the beginning of the season, they giving up a lot of yards, they get that ball back now. You know what I mean? And it's all because they believe in that coach. Yeah. So I know it's about time for our brother Reggie to go, man. See you later, big dog.
I love you all, folks. I appreciate your well wishes and your prayers. But I got to give the big man his just due, so I'm about to head to Bible study.
All right,
Me
dog.
and you, Reggie. Just thank
Well,
you for me and you, man. You too cool.
Okay. Now listen to Elijah for a second. Be safe, please.
No, you had to tell me the opposite.
Well, yeah, because I said be safe a few shows ago, and then all this crap.
And then next thing you know, I'm in a couple car accidents. So let's not be safe. How about
Dangerous,
that?
brother. Be dangerous, brother. Be
Be dangerous. Wake up feeling dangerous for
Be
the
dangerous,
Lord.
brother. Be dangerous.
Feeling crazy.
Feeling crazy. Full spot monkey.
I love you, fellas.
Lord.
I love you too, man. Have a good
Love
one.
you,
Peace, brother.
dog.
All right, so Reggie is taking off here. So so here's my thoughts on the game, and I'm actually going to kind of work this into a question for our audience and for the fellows here on the screen. So I want to make sure everybody can be seen here. So my opinion of the game itself, I got to give it up for Jared Goff. These are the moments that show me that he could be that dude. Now, as I said on Monday, I am not saying that we shouldn't draft a quarterback to have a better backup, because I still think that's necessary. But I'm starting to feel more comfortable with the idea that Jared Goff might actually be that dude. And from everything I'm hearing from the NFL insiders, the Lions have already made that decision. So whether we're comfortable with it or not, we're going to have to get
It is what it is.
but like I said, when he plays like he did on Sunday against a team with a winning record, I mean, that game wasn't even really that close. Like, I know the score makes it look like it was close, but there was never a moment in that game where I felt like the win was in doubt. And I have not felt like the win was in doubt in quite a few weeks. Even with the Buffalo game, I'm like, we're going to come back. You know, and as long as Jared Goff can keep me feeling that way, he's got my support. And as I've always said, I'm not trying to run him out of town. I've never once said on this show, run him out of town. And y'all know that.
I said that about Hawkins shit, and then he got traded. Yes.
You did. So that's my impression of the game. Obviously, we got to keep doing it, though. For me, I am old enough to remember when we started off the season 5-0. I am old enough to remember that Monday Night Football game, Ford Field against Chicago, where Calvin caught the touchdown and Java Best had that huge run and the entire stadium erupted. I remember that very fondly. But I also remember the next week when they played the 49ers and lost.
So, you remember that
Jim Harbaugh?
That Barry?
Yes, that was Jim Harbaugh. That was that game.
When him and Harbaugh and Schwartz got into it? Yeah, I remember.
Yeah. But my point is that in that game, all eyes were on us. People were talking good about us for the first time in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And then we let everybody down, okay? People are talking good about us again. And I think Dan Campbell has what it takes to say, listen, fellas, we don't want to set the ball down right now. The job ain't done.
Right.
The job ain't done. And so I hope they go in and they take care of business against the Jets, which leads me to my question of the day. Okay, we're going to call this true or false, but I got two stories for y'all that I recently heard out of the mouth of Dan Campbell on the Pat McAfee show. And I don't know how much research y'all do on what our coach says out there in the media, but I'm going to tell you what he said. And then I want to go through and see if y'all think he was playing with the media or if he was being honest.
Mm-hmm.
So the first play that we'll talk about is that going for it on 4th down in our own side of the field against the Vikings. According to Dan Campbell, he hit his microphone on his headset. He hit his microphone on his headset, and he said, don't run it. But all the special teams coordinator heard was, run it.
No, not the Sprint
so-
commercial.
So he was looking up at the field going, what the hell are we doing? That's not good. Okay, so that's the first thing he said, which obviously got a great reaction out of the Pat McAfee show and everybody, fans like me. The second thing is when they threw it to Panay Sewell. So what he heard in his headset was Ben Johnson saying, hey, coach, you want to run the, and then he looked up and saw the Detroit Lions fans doing the wave. And he got caught up in the wave in the stands and didn't hear the rest of the word that Ben Johnson was saying. So
I heard that part.
When the ball was snapped, he looked up at Panay Sewell running out there and he went, what the fuck are we doing? So my
Did you drop an
no,
F-bomb?
he did. Well, I did, and he also did. But my point is, there was a discussion. There was a discussion that I think was worth having that was put on by 97 Won the Ticket. Always want to give credit to the people who put it out there first. Their question was, and I'm going to repeat their question because our audience, a lot of our audience doesn't listen to them. So, do you think that Dan Campbell was playing into what everybody thinks about him? Or do you think that's what actually happened and we need to get our boy a new headset? I'll go Bobby first. What do you think?
Damn. I thought it was true until you put it like that. It can't be put. I know, because the dude, it's kind of like borderline incompetent, right?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that's what everybody thinks about him nationally, and if you play into that, you get more, love for your team,
Right.
more coverage for your team,
Yeah. I say yeah, it's true.
Okay.
But I think it's true.
All right.
Because
So you think that
I don't think
actually
they that. Yeah, because I don't think they that damn creative. So.
So Nate, what do you think?
I think it's true.
So I thought the same thing. And then when that question got posed to me, I'm like, well, I guess somebody in the marketing department could have, pulled him to the side and said, hey, we'll get a ton more coverage if you say this instead of this. No. But I think Campbell's a very, straight up dude. I don't think he plays it up for the cameras. That's never been my opinion of him.
Yeah.
But I want to pose that question to our audience. It might be a very simple, hey, that's true for you. But if it's not, tell us why. Tell us why you think maybe he might have been fibbing to the Pat McAfee show, knowing that things said on the Pat McAfee show get on ESPN, FS1, and all over the world.
Right.
You let us know. Because either way, Dan Campbell's a smart guy, because if he's playing into what they already think about him, he's still getting love for the team.
Yeah, true.
So either way, there's a certain level of intelligence there, a certain level of game that is being displayed by our head coach. But I do believe that maybe there were some technical difficulties.
Elijah, I know you're a youngster. Do you remember the show Seinfeld?
So I never watched Seinfeld.
Okay, well, this will be real quick. Seinfeld, one of his good friends' name was George Costanza, right? Mm-hmm. And he used to always make bad decisions. And then he had one day he said, you know what? If all my bad decisions are bad, maybe if I start going against doing the opposite of what I want to do, and it start going better for me. And he started doing that. And he just started doing everything opposite. So maybe that's what it was, man. Yeah. So
and that very well may be. That's why I thought it was a worthy question to ask our audience. So again, in the comment section below, what do you think? Do you think Campbell was playing it up for the camera?
I work at Walmart, so that kind of shit do happen too, man.
And that was the other thing I was gonna say. Now, obviously, when I was coaching, I never had the luxury of a headset, but we certainly had things go wrong on the sideline that we weren't expecting to happen, or miscommunication. Because we're all human beings, right? So
right.
Could happen, but I just can't even imagine if that is true. I mean, and I want to ask this too of Nate and Bobby. If that is true, that actually happened, Bobby, put your head coaching set on for a minute. What would you have done to your coaching staff or on the sideline if you said, don't run it, and they ran it, or you said, why is my offensive lineman running out for a pass in such a meaningful moment? What would Bobby Bless have done in that situation?
But hey, is this before or after the results? So.
Before and after. Before and after. You tell us.
I probably had to because the reason why I say, the more like the no, yes, that kind of thing. You feel me? You with what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, yes, that kind of feel probably. But I just tell them I just be honest. Thank you for going. Hey, thank you. If y'all know I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Show me I'm wrong. Type thing. But it'd be a more of a no, yes, because at that point, at this point in the season, I think kind of stuff like that would happen enough where he could understand that they go. Because I'm pretty sure that if Dan Campbell didn't trust him, he would be all ears. He wouldn't be staring at the damn fans doing that stuff. So I think it's more so of the trust in his staff than it is more than incompetence, though. Even though it was funny, but after we'd have lost and I heard that fucking story, I probably would feel 10 times different about it than I do. If you get me,
I have this feeling that if we lost, you would never have heard that story. But
hell yeah, that means my hats wouldn't be here. No.
So Nate, I gotta toss it over to you. Put your headset on for a minute, my friend. And you got to be honest with us now. Don't be like playing it up for the camera here. What would you have done in that situation before and after? I'm just curious because I know you've coached before too.
That first one, I'm probably throwing the headset on the field. Like, for real. I'm not even gonna lie. The one where the only thing they heard was running. That headset is being launched. It's being launched instantly. I wouldn't care who it hit. I pay the fine, but I'm launching that headset. The second one, when it comes to Panay Sewell, I honestly probably wouldn't be as mad because, well, number one, Panay Sewell being the type of athlete that he is the reason why they were so ecstatic to get him.
Yeah, and that's why that's an option.
Yeah,
because they
and right now, he is one of the he's a monster. They talk about how quick his feet is, how soft his hands is, how aggressive he is. With that one, I would be like, dude, why didn't they tell me y'all had this shit in your back pocket? More than anything.
Red zone all day.
Yeah. Then after that, I would make sure I tell Panay, listen, watch that quick left hook you be throwing, man. Because that could have did us in. Because
he was ready to fight. He be ready to fight.
Man, he dove in his knees. He's fucking.
He slapped the taste out of that boy's mouth.
Yeah, he did. He stuck him quick with a quick left, man. It was quick. I think the referee was like, what?
Yeah. But you can tell
referee didn't want to take it from him. Referee didn't want to take it.
Hey, you know what? He probably didn't throw the flag because Panay just looked at him and was like, "You next." But anyway.
I don't think he wanted to be the guy that took that game from them with that momentum. Mm-hmm. After that play, he did not want to be that guy. Even though it still would have been a first down because it would have been a dead ball foul. So they just would have moved him back 15 yards.
Yeah, that reminds me what you said what you said on Monday too. Nate, talk about the referees that even start believing in us. So.
I told you, when you start to win and you're playing despite the referees, despite the calls that they make, instead of us being, oh my God, us against the referees, crying all the time, and you doing all that, when you start to win, you will start to see the respect come from the referees. They will give us the benefit of the doubts of these close calls and things of that nature. If you see, like, we had 5 penalties in the first quarter, but after that, I think we only had 3 the rest of the entire game. So we have actually flipped the switch on being one of the least penalized teams in the league. Over this winning streak. Doing this.
Imagine being on the defense. Imagine being on the defense. Like, look at this big refrigerator going in motion.
Because if you pay attention, the dude thought he swam the block. So when Panay went at him, he did a little swim move.
Oh yeah,
thinking he was about to get the play, and they just threw it over his head, and he was like,
Oh man.
Yeah,
it was like one of those. What was that? The old longest yard throw with Burt Reynolds when everybody. No, it looked like it took that ball.
I was so happy for him though, man. It just shows this new time in Detroit, Elijah. That's what it do, brother.
100%.
I certainly agree. And as far as what I would do, I'm like Bobby. Okay, so I was never that animated as far as like when stuff didn't go our way. I wasn't like throwing shit on the sidelines when I was coaching.
Yeah.
But I was that person to be like, no, yes, yes. But I remember, and if you really want to look it up, you certainly can. But I do remember because I took over a team that had never scored before. The first time.
Oh yeah, you told us about that.
Yeah, first time we scored a touchdown, I literally like ran down the field. So if you want to catch that footage, just type in Seaway Valley Venom. And you can check out the game against the Mohawk Titans. It's on YouTube. Go check it out.
Oh yeah, I would definitely. I want to see that 40 times.
Touchdown, and I was freaking out. So, but yeah,
40 times.
And I kept going for it on 4th down too. You'll notice that in the game as well. So that's why I never get on Campbell's ass about it.
Why you just not telling us that, man?
Well, I've been telling y'all that.
No, he said that. Yeah, he said. He said he went.
He said the video was on YouTube.
Oh, I didn't tell you that.
No, not that part. No.
Yeah, because I had to break down
on there because there's games on there that still give me nightmares. That's why I don't tell you all about that.
No, he told us about the.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to break down Elijah's coaching strategy. I'm gonna have to slow it down.
Yeah, because then he said the next year he didn't go for it as much.
But like I said, that for me, I probably would have been in that no, yes category. But I'm glad it worked out, because whether those stories are true or not. And again, we want to hear from you, but put your thoughts in the comment section below. Let us know what you think. Is it true? Is it false? What do you think? Or is it somewhere in the middle like most stories are? A little bit of truth. Right. A little bit of lying. So let me know what you think. But I'm just glad it worked out and that we got that win, because that's what's, to me, is the most important, especially right now. I mean, we're recording this show on a Thursday. We got a pretty damn important game happening tonight. And by the time y'all watch this tomorrow morning, that game will go final, and we don't know what the score is going to be right now while we're doing this. But I am rooting for the 49ers over the Seahawks. And hopefully Geno Smith starts playing like Geno Smith instead of the way he's been playing this entire season. But we'll see. Shit. I always hate like rooting against somebody, especially when they're having a resurgence. But like, your resurgence is not more important than my Lions. So that's kind
man. You seen it? Hey, that's like fantasy football every week, Elijah. Man, same thing.
Yeah.
So
I'd be like, look, just get a bunch of yards with no scores.
Exactly. Right.
Exactly. Yeah. So let's go ahead and dive in a little bit into our preview of the Jets. We'll start off with Nate. Nate, what do you think about the Jets? What's interesting about this matchup to you?
Like I said, it's going to be the secondary. It's going to definitely be the defense. The Jets definitely have a couple of guys, who are from the Detroit area. Very familiar with it. Like I say, Sauce Gardner is from here. Sauce was coached by he's known as Little Ahmad. Like this video, my boy Chris has a video circulating around of him singing Candy Girl when he was a little kid when he first started playing youth football.
Okay.
But it's definitely gonna be interesting. It's going to be a battle of, most important, your two top coach of the year kind of candidates. Because I think right now Nick is definitely his favorite for coach of the year with what he's done with the Jets. But Dan Campbell is a very close second. And I honestly think that if Dan Campbell beats him, Dan Campbell will be your coach of the year by the end of the year. So to me, it's definitely big. It's big for that. It's big for the resurgence. And hell, right now we have the fourth easiest schedule of all teams. So if we win out, we are really, really in the hunt because we own the hunt right now. We own the hunt for that number 8 spot.
Yeah, one of my boys said, one of my boys was like, hey, Rob, your name of your podcast is On the Hunt, and y'all actually in the hunt. I was like, yeah, that is.
But remember when we came up with the name, when we finally settled in on the name, and Elijah was like, hey guys, in Elijah Winfrey type of way, his voice, hey guys, have you guys, you know how to be funny? You know how to be real crazy? If we're actually in the hunt and our show is on the hunt.
You know what? I say some golden things from time to time.
You do.
But
that's what's up.
But you know
Silly,
what? And if you're a Lions fan out there, you're just finding us. I guess all we have to say to you is you're welcome. Because we did this show and they started winning games. I don't know. I think there's a correlation there. But
who got you like that? Who got you like that?
People should be stealing our material, man. Every time I look up, man. Every time I look up, I'm like, man, we just talked about that. Like, come on, dude.
Yeah, it's somebody lurking. They've been doing that for years, even in the group.
I always look at that as a compliment. Anytime, like for example, and I usually don't talk about my day job too much here on the show because it's not really related, but I'm a radio DJ. That's what I do for my day job, and then I'm a filmmaker after I get done doing my radio job in the morning. But one of the things I noticed is obviously I'm a huge movie buff. I love all things movies. And I was like one of the only DJs in our area consistently talking about movies throughout my show. Like not the whole show, but I would sprinkle it in.
Yeah.
I'm watching stuff like that. Well, all of a sudden, all of our competitors started having their DJs talk about movies. And I'm like, okay, so something I'm doing must be working. And I look at it the same way on this show. The minute that I'm seeing other folks copy what we're doing or what we're saying, it's like, okay, we're on the right track. We're on the right track. So, and that's a credit to these guys too, because man, they study. Reggie studies too. I know he's not with us right now, but all three of these gentlemen, they study their ass off. There's not a day that goes by that I don't have my phone going off with something from Bobby or Nate or Reggie that I didn't see in the game, but because of them, now I can, have
as soon as I see something, I'm like, oh, the guys got to see this. The guys got to see
Hey, I do too. Hey, I'll be like, hey, look, I'll be so geek. I'll be like, let's see what we can find today.
Yeah.
So, Bobby, I don't want to leave you out, and I know that I also have to give a preview of the Jets, so we'll let you go first, Bobby. What are you looking for in this game?
I'm looking for the battle between Dan Campbell and Robert Saleh, because a lot of people don't remember that Robert Saleh was a candidate for the Lions. He turned us down, and then he's from Dearborn. You know what I mean? So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah, I had the wrong coach.
And that's all right. I ain't want to chop you up, Nate. But
you should, because I totally forgot. And y'all just let me talk.
They got Robert Saleh. But anyway,
damn it, you gave him the easy one.
But that's why they one-sided though. Because that could have been easily us. Will we have the same offense that we got now with him? We probably have a pretty good defense, but I can't say that we will have a good offense now because our offense is definitely, if they ain't top 5, it's definitely top 10 right now.
The Jets' offense is trash.
Right. So and another thing with the preview, man, Elijah, like we were talking about before, man, that how the Lions play in the outdoors, and on the road. So honestly, this is one of the games I consider the SOL Lions, same old Lions lose. So this game we win this game on Sunday, and if I go into this damn mall on Sunday to get another damn hat, then I believe that we actually got a chance to go to the playoffs because this is one of the games that we are not supposed to win that we won, and last week was one of them also. So we winning games that we're not supposed to win. We won outdoors. It's a weather game. They say that running game can go anywhere. You can take that running game anywhere with you. Well, let's see today, man, because this is a real defense we're going against. Even though they offense ain't trash, but I mean, yeah, their offense is kind of low, but they got that Garrett Wilson kid out there, man.
They got to have somebody get it to him. I just want to let y'all know.
Yeah,
we're gonna have one maniacal keyboard fight for y'all letting me sit here with this damn Robert Saleh and Nick Sirianni. I'm like,
who is that? Oh, who is Nick Sirianni? That's Philly coach, right?
Philly's coach.
Yeah, I knew it too, but I didn't want to.
Well, listen, and the only thing I'm thinking of is Green.
Right.
I told you I got up at 3:30. So like, if you know, I've been off since we've been, remember when we first started, dog, I've been so off. I'm like, did he?
Oh yeah. And one last thing I want to throw in there too. Who gonna win the rookie of the year? Is it gonna be my boy Aiden or is it gonna be Sauce Gardner? So that's out there too. So yeah, let's see. You know what I mean? Sauce Gardner ain't no joke though.
No. I think if Aiden get 10 sacks, then it's safety to go down.
And how many did Ziggy get his best year? Do you remember that? Because Ziggy was a hunter for a minute. I know he's gonna be getting more than him.
He always had double digits. I think it was probably like 12 or 14.
What was his most though? Let me look that up, bro.
I'm doing it right now.
That's it. How about you, Elijah? What you got? What's your preview for the game, big dog? While I'm just looking for other stuff.
You're good. I'm actually looking that up right now.
Because that's interesting.
14 and a half.
So Ziggy, it has the most sacks for any Lion in recent history. Then, right?
2015. Yeah, he does.
Yeah. So he ain't gonna get there.
He made it to the Pro Bowl that year as well.
Yeah, so he ain't gonna get there then, though. But he got the most among the rookies, though. Huh?
Yeah. Well, who? Aiden. Lions rookie. I think Ziggy had 8 his rookie year. I think.
So what's the rookie record though? That's Lions
overall.
Yeah, the rookie record for the Lions.
I think it depends. For the Lions, it may be
I'm typing
Ziggy.
it now. Rookie.
Either Ziggy or Robert Porsche, I think.
Sack record.
So while they're looking that up, let me get into my preview of the Jets here, because I am curious to find out what Bobby finds out. So my preview of the Jets.
I already got it. It's Adama Suh with 10. In 2002, Adama Suh had 10 sacks.
From a D tackle, damn.
10 sacks from the middle. That's beastly. That's beastly, man.
Yeah.
Wow. They let him go. That's wild.
So as far as the Jets are concerned, what I'm looking at is I'm looking at the quarterback position, as I always do. And, Mike White, he's been one of the better stories in the NFL this year, because he was a backup. He was a good quarterback, by the way, at Western Kentucky. A lot of people don't know about Western Kentucky football, but he was actually pretty good.
Hilltoppers, right?
Yeah, Hilltoppers. Yeah, he was a good quarterback for them. And he was somebody that I thought was highly underrated, and now he's starting to have his day, which is nice. The only thing is, and I said this on Monday, and I'm going to say it again here, and it's going to be graphic, so, this is where the show goes from PG to PG-13. He got hit so hard, his stomach fell out his ass. Like, that is the situation.
That's what Valenti said, too. Y'all crazy.
Yeah. He got folded like a folding chair against the Buffalo Bills. The thing is,
Oliver.
He left the game, came back into the game, and at the end of the game, you know how everybody else takes the team plane? He took the team ambulance because he went to the hospital for internal injuries, okay? the guy obviously is loved by his teammates. The Jets are a completely different team when he's in there, and their offense isn't half bad when he's the quarterback. The problem is when they say internal injuries, that's not something that gets healed in 3 days.
No, hell no.
So
No.
he's going to be out there and he's going to try to do all the things he normally does. And I'll be honest with you, folks, I don't know that he can do that. I don't know that he can do that. And the thing is, with Mike White in at quarterback, the Jets have this thing that they do where they basically disguise their weaknesses. And that's how they're able to stay in games with all these different teams that they're playing. Because they're not really, on paper, they're not really a good team. They're just really good at disguising their weaknesses and frustrating the other team. You look at the Buffalo Bills game. Their defense for the Jets frustrated Josh Allen. So that's something that, I think people need to understand is that the Jets, although, yes, they're favorited by 1 point, they are not unbeatable. They are not one of the best teams in the AFC. They are just very good at disguising their weaknesses. And hey, credit to the coaching staff on that because that's a big part of it. But if you take Mike White out of this game, and by no means am I encouraging people to hurt anybody, but if he ends up leaving this game because he can't do what he normally does, it's over. Lions are going to win this thing. And
is there are they activating the other kid? What's his name? Wilson?
Well, Zach Wilson, I think he'll be, he'll be available for that game. I know Joe Flacco's another guy they got, but again, I just don't think any of their quarterbacks outside of Mike White, they don't really scare me. And Mike White doesn't really scare me. It's just a situation of like he knows how to run the offense. Like I guess is the way to put it. Like he's a good game manager, as Bobby would always say. Mike White is a good game manager. So that's
and I believe it. I'm just looking at his stats when he was at Western Kentucky. Said 65% his senior year.
Yeah,
completion rate.
But
yeah, he accurate as
Western
hell.
Kentucky, nobody was looking at him, and that that's obviously a conversation for a different day because there's a lot of players that you can put in that column where because they went to a small school, people didn't look at them. But in this game, again, for the Jets, I don't look at them as some unbeatable team. I look at them as a team that disguises their weaknesses, but I also think our coaching staff is smart enough to find those weaknesses and exploit them. But the thing is that our team has to do, and I think they'll be good at this, they have to come into this game motivated and focused. If they come in feeding off all this hype of brand new Lions and everything else, and all they are is hype, and they don't actually focus on what they're doing because they're too damn excited, this is a losable game too. So I think the Lions will win it. But again, this would be what I would consider to be a trap game, to be perfectly honest with you. Because again, I think the Jets are very good at disguising their weaknesses, but I don't think they're overall a great team. That's just my personal opinion. I don't know if you guys agree with what I'm saying or not.
Yeah,
I definitely agree. I definitely agree. It's just more so, them road games is hit or man, it's a hit, mostly miss with them damn Lions. So,
and I'm hoping that
hopefully it's changing.
And I'm hoping that our running game is a little better this week. I mean, obviously we didn't really need them last week, but like that was a little bit of a point of concern for me. I mean, we got the runs when we needed them. But like, I feel like in this game, we're really going to need to have a lot of good runs. And I feel like our receivers have got to be ready because those boys in New Jersey, they do hit tough. And I know St. Brown's really good at catching the ball across the middle, but whoever else is going across the middle, you better be prepared. It's going to be a long day because they will take every opportunity to try to plant your ass. So
sure will.
But like I said, I do think the Lions win this game. As long as they stay focused and they execute their game plan, I think they'll be fine. Because I don't think Mike White plays the whole game. I really don't. I think he's banged up a lot more than he's leading on. And you know what? Kudos to him. Kudos to him for being on the field, but at the same time, like, dude.
Here's the question: who's his backup now? Because they haven't even been dressing Zach Wilson.
Flacco.
So it's Zach Wilson and Flacco.
Flacco.
I'd rather be Flacco because we know Flacco ass can't run. So
Yeah, Zach Wilson. Yeah, Zach Wilson. I don't want Zach Wilson to have his resurgence against us either, man.
right.
Well, and like I was telling Bobby, you know, the Jets are a completely different team when they have Mike White playing quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they just seem to all play better when he's in there.
He got more experience than that Wilson kid. That Wilson kid only really played one.
I think he's got more respect.
No, right. Because remember, Mark White got drafted in 2019. Mike White, I'm saying he got drafted in 2019 by Dallas.
Yeah, by the Cowboys. Yeah.
Yeah, so he really don't.
Damn, man, you know your shit, don't you, man? God,
hey, look, when I'm focused,
looking right at it.
but I'm just saying because you know Zach Wilson was drafted right after, so I won't even say so much experience when Zach Wilson actually has more playing experience. It's just about the respect of the team. And you could tell them dudes, they were saying, hey, Zach Wilson was getting the big head while they was winning. He was coming off as a prick. So, you know, hey, man, we talk about morale. You know, we talk about the way the team looks at a person, especially as a leader. You know, because if you don't have respect in your huddle, you ain't got shit.
Right.
Nope.
And the thing is with Zach Wilson, and I didn't get a chance to say this a few weeks ago when I wanted to say it, but Booger McFarland, I thought, you know, and I don't always agree with Booger McFarland. A lot of times I like his takes, but I did like this one. You know, he was talking about Zach Wilson when Zach Wilson first got benched. And he said, you know, it's interesting how we expect a kid who comes from a silver spoon to know how to be humble and know how to be respectful. And everybody on that set, like Steve Young in particular, was like, oh, that don't make no sense. But it really does, actually.
It really does if you don't come from the silver spoon when you're looking up, you know, because in Michigan, or really you're at Michigan or in Detroit, what we perceive people that had a silver spoon, we called it Southfield Syndrome. So if you were talking to a girl and she was, you know, a little bit, you know, well-spoken, seemed a little bit uppity, or she was a little too better for you, we called it the Southfield Syndrome because she had that silver spoon. You know, back then, you know, back in the day, I mean, I can't say, I mean, I'm in Southfield now, but, you know, you had
he told on himself. He told on himself.
You know what I'm saying? You know, everybody who was, you know, was you know, nice and well off was in Southfield. So I was like, wait a minute.
Oh, the comments are going to be so great on this video right now. Nate, just for argument's sake, how many levels are in your house?
4.
Yeah.
Damn.
Me and Bobby are in apartments, but he's got 4 levels in his house. You know what that 4 levels stands for, Nate?
What?
4 levels. You, Reggie, Elijah, Bobby. We can do it. I'm just saying. Inflation is hurting all of us. Anyway. So, hey,
listen, we definitely can. Hey, look, we'll make it work. hey, but the Packer woman can't come.
Oh no.
Hey, look. Hey, what Will Smith? Hey, what Will Smith say on Suicide Squad? Darnell can't come. Look at
no.
Darnell stank ass is out.
Oh.
So the Packer woman can't come.
So before
it's gonna be a no for me then, man. It's gonna be a no for me.
Before we get Bobby in any trouble whatsoever, let's go ahead and thank our sponsor once again. I'm gonna read it this time, fellas. But I do want to go over here. You know, we talked about our sponsor earlier. Our sponsor's name, of course, is the Reizen Law Group. And we want to thank them once again for sponsoring today's episode. And we were talking earlier about how they really get it done for their clients. You know, they're injury lawyers, and they really get it done. So I wanted to go over some of the testimonials here that they have on their website. This one is from Lewis Blankenship. It should be on the screen, guys. Is it on the screen?
Yes, it is.
Sure is, brother.
Perfect.
Mine's not up there yet. Mine will be up there pretty soon.
Yes. So Lewis Blankenship says, Scott gets it done. I was involved in a serious motorcycle accident. I was seriously injured and couldn't work. And to make matters worse, my previous attorney didn't return my phone calls, didn't update me regarding my case, and didn't get it done. Scott did. He promptly returned my phone calls and kept me up to date on my case. And most importantly, Scott got me a huge settlement. Scott is the man. That's from Lewis Blankenship.
I'm not putting them details out there.
Hey, come on now.
That huge settlement. Yeah,
I ain't putting them details out there.
Nate is going to go from a 4-level house to like a 9-level house. Yeah.
Hey, that's too much.
so okay, we
drinking with his pinky up.
We have Stacy Cardenas here. I hope I said that right. Scott and his staff took good care of me. I had an auto accident, and Scott and his staff returned my phone calls, kept me aware of what was going on with my case, and were extremely knowledgeable. So it's not just one person saying that Scott gets it done. Our very own Nate Rucker was talking about it. And so are all these people. So again, if you are in need of injury law services, that's what I'm going to call it, get a hold of the Reizen Law Group. They will get it done for you. 248-554-3440. Again, 248-554-3440. And when you call them, let them know that On the Hunt sent you. We would greatly appreciate it.
Best believe it. And don't forget, they have a no fee promise.
Tell us about that, Nate.
Well, the no fee promise is, they go over your case. Even if they go through deliberations, they get through the steps. If nothing comes out of that, you don't receive anything, you don't win your case, it's free. That's their no fee promise. Hey,
they're not wasting your time. They're not
right.
wasting
We're not wasting your time. We're not wasting your money. So if we can't get you something, like I say, everybody has an idea in their mind what they may feel that they should receive or what they should get. Scott and Carrie are very good at giving you a true idea of what your range is going to be, or what range they're going to shoot for, which is why, like I said, which is good with their follow-up process. So that way they'll tell you, hey man, we've been going back and forth with this for a year. This is what they have on the table. Hey, do you want to take it? Do you don't? Do you want us to keep going? Or they'll say, hey, listen, we've looked over this case. We did X, Y, Z. This is what we think you should really, really do. And hey, sometimes you may like the news, sometimes you may don't, but best believe that everything that they're going to tell you is going to come from the right. It's not going to be BS. It's coming from the right place.
Yeah, they're going to do everything they can do.
Man, they are very personable, very, very personable, man. It's coming from the right place. They want to get people back and feeling good about themselves, especially from accidents. Hey, listen, you might have been hurt for a while, but this is what I can do to at least put a smile on your face. Hey, so, whatever. Man, the Reizen Law Group is the shit. If you ain't first, you last.
And that is why when you pull up to Nate Rucker's house in about a year from now, and he's got the Nate Rucker in the gate, and he's got the little security hut with the 2 security guards named Rocco and Rocco. That is why they will not let you in, because he went through Scott, and Scott gets it done.
Hey, listen, I got a guy who can build it for far less than even that. His name's Willie. He's really close. He does everything. So he can get that. Hey, look, I can get to. Hey, if you can dream it, he can build it.
That's what's up.
So hey, again though, we want to thank RLG for helping us out. We greatly appreciated this week. Nate, can you show that cup again? Because I guess we're all getting a cup, right?
Hey, maybe not. I might have a set of 4.
Oh, come on now.
Okay,
I see how it is. You got 1 cup, and you're gonna have it.
Hey,
this is the cup for level 1.
No, I need a cup for every floor, right?
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have floor 4 cup, floor 3 cup. Come on now.
Yeah, hey, listen. This is 4-4.
I'm gonna end up having to put a paper cup with RLG on it and hold it up. That's where we're at right now. Come on, man. Oh, well, hey, we do want to thank them again for sponsoring the episode, and we've been kind of going at it like off the hip today, folks, in case you can't tell. So what we're going to do right now, I believe we're going to go into merch alert, as long as Bobby is good to go for that. Bobby, I know you sent me some photos. What's the first photo you want on the screen?
Anyway, man, you know how we do. We work.
Okay.
I'll figure it out. Whatever you throw up there, I can talk about.
So you got 2 hats this week, right?
Yeah, actually 3. Actually
Okay.
3.
So let's show everybody the first 2 that we did show on Monday. Tell us a little bit about them.
Okay. The first one, that's the first one, that's like an olive green one. It's a Hawaii. It's I guess it's their tribute to the Pro Bowl, because the Pro Bowl ain't the Pro Bowl no more. It's more like a skills competition now. So I guess to commemorate the old way of the old good Pro Bowl games, they got these Pro Bowl hats, different years of which ones and stuff. And this like my second one I got.
That's what it was.
Yeah, but this is the second one I got. This actually, the one in the green is to commemorate the Pro Bowl in 1990. And if I'm not mistaken, I think Barry was in that one too. So that's kind of cool. And the other one is just is a winter hat, man. It's cold in Toledo, believe it or not. I had to throw it. I had to get it. I need a Lions winter hat. I ain't brought it one this. That's my first winter hat of the season. So that's why I definitely had to get it. And that was on it was on clearance for $15 too. So I like a good deal. So I had to go ahead and get that one. You can go to the next picture, brother. That's the hat I brought on Wednesday, man. I just got that itch again. Like, man, I'm bored. I ain't got nothing to do. The Lions still won the last, even on Wednesday, the Lions won the last 5 out of 6. So I still was in the spirit. So I went on ahead and went to there. And that one is a 75th anniversary, I guess, of the whole team. Well, I guess it's I'm really not sure though, be honest, because that patch on the side says 75. And of course, the Lions started to be in the franchise in 1934. And I guess in 2008, that was their 75th year. I guess this hat is from commemorating that. So I thought that was pretty good. And then so in 2008, we lost every game, if I'm not mistaken, right?
We did. We apparently don't know how to honor the 75th anniversary.
Right. So it was the 75th anniversary season, and we lost every damn game. So that's interesting in itself. That almost bring me to a story about that, but I ain't gonna even go there, honestly. But yeah, but the hat is cool, man. I'm a hat junkie, man, and this team is starting to come through. And to be honest, guys, this year I done spent. Yeah, put that receipt up for me if you can, Elijah.
All right.
As you could, I also brought another hat for my father for Christmas. He's a Cowboy fan, so I didn't want to. I had to scribble that out because I don't want people to know that I will buy that merchandise if necessary. But anyway, as you can see on my receipt, if you can just zoom it in a little bit, I don't know if you can or can't, brother. But as you can see, if you can mark your little cursor, you might see. You might see it say 990 on there. Yeah, 990. So up to right here, where it's that part where I got to scribble it out, and then it say 990. No, the next down where it say the 2 hat names. Yeah, there you go. 990. I have spent $990 on Lids merchandise this year. In my within a year. My year doesn't even start over until the draft because I always buy a draft hat. So I done spent on around hats and some other things about $990. I'm I'm $10 away from $1,000 a year, brother. So I don't know if that
Wow.
puts me in another. Yeah, I don't know if that puts me in another level with Lids or anything, but I think I'm their best damn customer in Toledo, Ohio, brother. To be honest with you.
Bobby, I think when the Lids man sees you coming, this is what they're doing. Yeah.
Shut up. Oh shit. I would look like I need to hawk my shit. Ain't that what you say? I'm gonna hawk my shit. That's what I'm
Not a flea market. There's no place to hawk your shit. That's right.
I'm gonna hawk my shit. But anyway, man, it's just I love the fact that I'm getting hats like I am, man, because even down to buying these hats, man, that's part of my Lions fandom, man. Like I always say, the people that really know me know I buy these hats. The fact that we went in, I ain't had these many hats in years, and like we were joking about earlier, man. I've been spending some damn money on these dang old hats, and it's just a good feeling because, like, believe it or not, I try my best to remember the wins and what I brought each hat for, but like with the Facebook memories and stuff, I be seeing wins from.
Why don't you just put a label on it?
Label on what?
I like the little sticker. Put a sticker on the hat. Lions win, blah blah blah.
No. I like
the
my
little yellow
classic.
sticky note.
No, I just I ain't even Facebook got the memories that pop up. So I remember when the Facebook memory pop. I post every fucking thing I get that say the damn logo on there. So that's actually how I keep my inventory too. So I just go through my because like it'd be a damn shame trying to show somebody a motherfucking hat. Like say if I'm looking for one hat, it's hard as hell to find one hat. But if I just want to show somebody my hat, I said, man, I'll just go to my Facebook page and just show them real quick. Like, I don't got to put no hats out and stuff. Because I don't remember where I be buying these motherfucking hats a lot of times. But I just know that I brought them when they won. And I'm walking in the mall with a little strut on me and stuff. I'm doing one of these, waving and shit like, yeah, go Lions.
Yeah.
But like I see, like Elijah was saying, like, dude, like I went and got the hat on Wednesday, right? I was there on Sunday too. Like, dude, you back already? Like, yeah, like I'm going hat crazy, man. It's a good feeling, man. I just like I was saying a little bit earlier, it's just if it wasn't for the discounts that I get, I wouldn't be so more in tune to go get a hat. But like when I buy hats, they like I brought two on Wednesday, and it was buy one, get the next one half off, and on top of my 20%. So I got almost down there getting half a hat. You know what I mean? I'm getting a whole hat for free almost. So it's good. I mean, it's cool, and then. That's the main thing, man. It's just that it helps me commemorate the win because I actually be really invested in these damn games, believe it or not. I'm probably sure we all do. But shit, dude, I'd be on the floor hoping the kicker miss and all that kind of shit. So I'm all in, man. And each hat I get, I can just say how much I'm all in because like Nathan already know, man. You can do a lot of stuff, but if you don't put your money where your mouth is, it's hard to believe.
It ain't nothing.
Yeah, so that's my way of putting my money where my mouth is with my boys, man, because I already know these boys come through for me.
Hey, look, I just got my new tattoo, and I showed y'all what it say. Walk by faith, not by sight. So
exactly. Hey, so I've been I ain't even been watching these second games lately, man. I've been going right to the ball, man. Usually I be watching the 4:00 game. I ain't watched 1 or 2 weeks, man. I done cut my football in half with these boys winning. So can't even wait till Monday no more, you know. So it's just a good thing, man. I just this merchandise is what I do. But Elijah, that's pretty much it for Merch Alert, man. When Nate people and them slow down, I'll start giving away gifts again, man. I just ain't fucking with the damn post office at Christmas time.
Well, listen,
Oh,
I
I'm
hate
telling
y'all,
you,
man.
it is a bad do. I showed y'all earlier, man. I said,
Yeah, I know you. Yeah,
what?
we was, man. Yeah, hey, working retail ain't the same, man. Like I literally had to explain to a lady that we don't keep games from 2014. So
and why not?
yeah. I had to explain to her why we don't and stuff, and show her how to order it and all kind of stuff, man. I just hope and pray that I never. I hope and pray that the women in my life don't go into these stores being that damn lost. Well, hopefully, I did my part, man. Because some of them.
I'm glad you picked a better word than what I just knew you was gonna say.
Hey, shut up, man. I work in the public. I work in the public. I got the Jared Goff political respect.
I'm telling you, I just knew what he was about to say too.
Hey, I don't want to. Hey, off air. We ain't gotta have that conversation off air, Nate.
Right.
Off air.
I already knew.
Yeah, that's a meeting. That's a meeting conversation.
Oh my goodness.
Nate, our meetings be jumping. So meetings be jumping.
They certainly are. So Nate, do you have an inside the den this week, my friend, or no?
Actually, no, I do not.
Okay, so I have a inside our den, something that I wanted to ask for thoughts on. So I'll hop right into this, not to make this show super serious or anything, but my grandfather, I call him my pawpaw. You guys already know about this because obviously you guys are on the studio team, but folks who are watching the show don't know. So he's 75. And obviously I'm preparing myself for the fact that, eventually he won't be here. And he's got some very important tests coming up at the end of this month. Apparently, from what I understand, he has B-cell lymphoma, and they're trying to figure out whether it's trending up, down, or if he's stable, what the situation is. I called him, and of course, in true my pawpaw fashion, he's like, "Don't worry about me, it'll be fine." Magically, though, that did not make me not worry, in case anyone's curious. When you tell someone don't worry about stuff, that generally don't make them not worry.
It make you worry even more. Make you worry more.
But he's my favorite person. He's always been there in my life. And when I had an appendectomy when I was a kid, he actually stayed in the hospital with me. And if it wasn't for my pawpaw, because basically, for the folks that don't know, appendectomy is your appendix. I had to have mine taken out as a kid because it burst. So he actually recognized
you ain't need it anyway.
the hospital. Yeah, I know you don't need it anyway, but it sure is a pain in the ass. But he actually, he was the one that said we need to take Elijah to the hospital, and if he didn't do that, I would not be sitting here December 15th, 2022, talking to y'all about Lions football. So, I mean, this means a lot to me. And, obviously I would appreciate any thoughts that folks can send his way. As far as other things that are going on, Cassandra's father is dealing with some health issues. He's got, I believe, a procedure coming up in January. So Cassandra, for folks who don't know, is my wife. I've been trying to get her on the show. Eventually I will. But good luck with that. Yeah. But that is a couple of things that are going on. And one thing that I always like to ask for is thoughts on leadership. I'm 29 years old. I've started the business in this Elijah Winfrey Studios thing. I've recruited over 20 people to help me with this. Two of those fellas you're seeing on the screen right now. And one of the things that I'm always trying to be cognizant of is the fact that I have to lead by example, and that I got to do right by my people. And so I always ask for thoughts on that, because that's always something where I'm always questioning different things I do, because I am learning and I am growing, and I'm sure as hell not perfect. So any thoughts you guys can send my way as I continue on this journey of being, the owner of my own business, I would greatly appreciate it, because like I said, that's something that I'm always trying to grow. So those are three things that are going on inside my den.
All right, what you about to do?
So
bring me a shot.
So
You gonna take
again,
one with me?
I appreciate all the thoughts you guys can send my way, and I hope Nate gets his shot soon.
Oh, damn, I forgot. I thought I muted myself.
No, you were like, I need a shot, and I'm like, well, clearly my trauma has drove Nate to drinking today. Oh my God.
I know. I thought he was about to get you one. Shit, that's what I thought. He was about to get Elijah
But-
a shot.
But I
We
appreciate
gonna get
y'all
Elijah
listening.
some milk.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all listening, and like I said, I just wanted to throw that out there on this episode. And again, I appreciate y'all and
Well,
appreciate everyone.
honestly, Elijah, your patience is the biggest reason why you're a good leader, bro. So
Thank you. I appreciate
just
that.
keep that in mind for real, because everybody don't have patience. Patience is an acquired taste to some people, and a lot of times when people have to go through stuff to learn patience, and very rarely do people just get it without having to go through stuff first to get it. So that you're a good leader just because you know how to work with people, teach people, because even like teaching people, that takes patience. So as long as you key in on your patience, it'll go good for you, man, because you're not a glory hog, that kind of stuff. So and you willing to change on the fly, all that kind of stuff make good leaders, man. So just keep it up, big dog, and just know that we see it, man. Is it you everything you talk about, I done seen. So don't feel like you gotta like prove your point. We see it, brother, when we follow you because of it. So thank you for being there, brother.
Yeah.
Yep.
Good job. Hey, I got somebody for you guys to meet. We have a
Okay.
special guest.
Okay.
Everybody,
Hi.
this is my oldest.
Hey,
Hello.
hey, how you doing?
Listen,
Go Lions.
so she's my oldest. She's in Brooklyn, New York. Since she's home for Christmas. So and she's also my shot partner.
Oh man, that's what's
There
up.
you go. There you go. So Nate, I have to tell you this, and I think our audience will get a kick out of this too. So we all share one YouTube account, okay? We all share one YouTube account because these guys are on the Elijah Winfrey Studios YouTube, so they can upload videos.
Right.
So YouTube will send you ads based on what they think you want to buy. And before this show, I was watching a video. I forget what the video was because that's not the point of the story. But every single ad was turkey bourbon. And I don't drink. Like
Wild
people need to
turkey.
understand.
Wild turkey.
It was something. I don't even know. It was like
okay. So
Hillby
I was
bourbon or
watching.
something like that.
So this is funny. I forgot all about that. So I had forgot to switch the account, and I was like, dang, I can't find none of my searches because I was looking at how bourbon is made, changing the color, all that. So I was like, and I didn't know. So I thought something was wrong with the phone. But since you said that, it makes sense now.
Well, and so people know, you know, I was doing a radio broadcast 2 years ago, I think it was, because New York's one of the rare states that you can return your bottles and get like some change back for doing so. So
We do that here.
Yeah, I know you guys can in Michigan, but some folks in Georgia don't understand what the hell that is because they just throw their bottles away. But anyway, I was doing a radio broadcast for this bottle redemption center because they were doing a special promotion where they were giving away, or not giving away, but they were collecting people's bottles and they were giving them 6 cents instead of 5. So it was like a big deal that day. Well, number one, I went on the radio, and because I was doing this broadcast in the middle of my vacation, I accidentally said, today, when you bring your bottles in, they're giving you $6 per bottle instead of 5. And then
my
the owner of the redemption center run up, waving his hand, saying, no. But anyway, we got it fixed. Okay. And at the end of the broadcast, the owner of the bottle redemption center said, Elijah, come on in real quick. I got something for you. I didn't know what he had for me. He went and got me I guess you call them 30 racks. I'm assuming that's what they're called, of Bud Light. Okay. So I took that Bud Light home And for the next 2 years, it sat in my fridge as I drank it 2 beers at a time. Because I don't drink, but that's why it was so funny. It was like bourbon commercial, bourbon hoodie commercial, bourbon. And I'm like, so
my bad, man. Look, I'm telling you, I totally forgot. I was like, what the hell? Where was my?
you're like, why do I have all these Batman commercials showing up? Like,
So like it didn't dawn on me. I literally just thought, all right, something done, YouTube done did something, whatever. That's all I was really thinking. I said, damn, YouTube strikes again. I didn't even thought, and then I happened to look. I was like, oh shit, I'm in the wrong studio.
yeah. But yeah, it's good stuff. I mean, eventually, I mean, I might end up becoming someone who drinks based on those commercials because they look fun. But anyway, so again, we've been kind of flying off the hip tonight. I will say that we usually do a prospect watch. I think we're gonna hold off on that till next week when we have Reggie, and Reggie's gonna do Michigan, Bobby's gonna do Ohio State. But we want to wait to make sure Reggie's on the full broadcast so we can do that. So we're gonna
thank you for giving me time to do some homework too, man, because I wasn't even ready for it.
Oh, no problem. So we're gonna hold off on that, and I think what we can do to end this show, fellas, if you're good with this, is we'll go over the contest again, we'll go over the sponsorship again, we'll close this thing out so we can spend the time with the family. You guys good with that?
Hey,
yes, sir.
A1 copacetic to me.
Okay, so let's go over that contest again. We have got the Apple Series 3 watch. We are giving that away once we hit 350 subscribers. And I want to remind folks, this is not one of those prizes that ends up on the wheel and you're praying that the wheel hits your name. Okay, it's not like that. It's really simple. All you got to do is get us the most subscribers. Okay, so once we hit 350, we're going to go back through, see all.
There it is, still in the box.
Still in the box.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm about ready to throw some lion bands with it in a minute, just to sweeten the pot.
So
but that's after Nate people though. I ain't fucking with them.
So again, 350 subscribers. That is the number we got to hit in order to give that Apple Series 3 watch away, and it will go to the person who gets us the most new subscribers. Remember, encourage people to subscribe to our channel, but also remind them that they need to comment and let us know that they came here because of you. Otherwise, we have no idea, and we want you to get your credit.
I want to see who's in the lead so far. We need to go back and see. oh, you is Nate.
Yeah, Nate's doing really well. So hey, that is the contest that is going on right now. And let's go over the sponsorship here one more time, as we do want to thank our sponsor because we couldn't do this show without them. So we do want to thank them once again. So let me go ahead and stop my video here so I can put their website back on the screen. And folks, this is the Reizen Law Group. They have been sponsoring our show here for this first episode. We hope they'll sponsor again at some point. But I want to go over again what they do so that you know. So I'm going to go to their homepage here. And this is what they do. I'll read it for you. It says, Detroit's premier personal injury law firm. At the Reizen Law Group, we focus exclusively on personal injury law. This means that we have the skills, experience, and insight necessary to aggressively advocate on behalf of accident victims. Whether you've been injured in a car accident, truck accident, motorcycle accident, slip and fall accident, boating accident, dog bite, or any other accident, we have the know-how and the experience necessary to maximize your recovery. After an injury, you may only have one opportunity to recover the just compensation for damages you are entitled to. So make an educated choice and hire the Reizen Law Group to aggressively advocate on your behalf. When you contact our firm, you will be speaking directly to an experienced trial attorney. The Reizen Law Group has a proven record of results. We treat every case as if it were our own. This means we go the extra mile to ensure the best possible results for our clients. Our hallmark is tireless advocacy on behalf of our clients, and our proven track record speaks for itself. When you hire the Reizen Law Group, you can be confident that you have a heavyweight in your corner. Whether this means aggressively negotiating an out-of-court settlement or taking your case to jury trial, we will not back down until your recovery is maximized. At Reizen Law Group, you can be assured that we do whatever it takes to win. We are intent on helping our clients. This means that when your case becomes our case, no stone will be left unturned, and we will fight for you. Call us now at 248-554-3440. Again, that phone number, 248-554-3440. Nate Rucker, do you have anything else to say about the Reizen Law Group, my friend?
Simple. If you got any problem, call. It's literally just that simple. They are very professional. Their office is located in Royal Oak, right off of Woodward and 7th. Anybody that is familiar with that area, it's pretty much, I'll say it's like a minute and a half away from Lifetime Fitness, directly across from the Detroit Zoo. Man, they are good, man. You know, like I say, very wholesome, very professional. You will not be upset. You will not be disappointed if you reached out to these guys, if you gave them their business, if you made them your own personal protection lawyer. You won't be dissatisfied, man. So, and again, if you've got any questions, call them. They, again, you know, someone's always going to answer the phone. Somebody's always there. You leave a message, they will always return your call. It's not like you're sitting there like, oh my God, I thought they were going to call me back. I want to call. Again, Kerry Camfield is the truth as a case manager. So, man, that's all y'all got. Hey, RLG, we all we got. So I know. Elijah, I don't know if you know nothing about that.
So I think I do, but I'm not exactly sure, and I don't want to embarrass myself. So
CMB, we all we got.
So Bobby, we'll go to you first for closing remarks, my friend. I believe this is episode 18, if I'm not mistaken. So closing remarks on episode 18.
Wow.
Well, my closing remarks is, man, it's just, remember, guys, when we was trying to determine what we was gonna call this damn podcast, I kind of talked about it earlier. We had so many different. What was the Kool-Aid Gang or some old?
Man, we had all type of damn.
3 toes and 1 ass cheek.
No.
Oh
That was
God.
your podcast with the hookers. So
Right.
Now we don't talk about that.
Anyway, but make a long story. Make a long story short, brothers. It's just good that we're actually, like I was saying earlier, we're on the hunt. We're in the hunt. It seemed like everything is just like supposed to happen. Like it's just fate coming together, because the name of the podcast is On the Hunt, and I was so happy with it because it seemed like it was perfect for like a group of lions and that kind of stuff. And now that we actually in the hunt, and one of my day one friends just even mentioned it in the happy for us, so it just caught me on, like, we are in the hunt. It's a good feeling, and like I said last week, being this late into the year and we still talk about the Detroit Lions in positive ways is a beautiful thing, man, and something I will never, this year, no matter how it ends, I'm a never forget it, because it just made me feel more justified, like I said earlier, of being a Lions fan. So, how you feel about it, Nate? What's your closing remarks, brother?
Man, I love it. Right now, we're playing meaningful games in December. So, you know, like I say, yeah, man, this has been a journey. Who would have thought we'd be 18 episodes in? But we have made this. We have been consistent. We have been diligent. We're getting like wine, man. We getting finer and better as we go. So, again, man, thank everybody, because without them, we wouldn't be here. We wouldn't have this podcast. We wouldn't be able to get.
I remember you said, "Hey, Bobby, I need you to do a podcast, Bobby. We're gonna do a podcast." I said, "Okay, big dog, I'm in it with you, regardless."
Hey, look, so hey, we all we got. Elijah, what you got, big fella?
Hey, I just want to say again, thank you to everybody that watches this show. You know, there's a lot of podcasts that start up on YouTube, and a lot of them go unwatched. So I appreciate y'all tuning in for our goofiness, our insight every single week. You know, we appreciate it, and you know, we're hoping to continue to grow this thing. And again, a big part of that is your investment in us. You know, by subscribing, by commenting, by finding us more people to learn about this show, you make an investment in our success. And when I say our success, I mean not just the guys who are on the show, but all of us. Because remember, our ultimate goal with this thing is to be able to take over a Detroit bar for a night and do a live show with y'all. And, you know, that's the ultimate goal. That's what we're hoping to do eventually. And you guys can help us get there. And again, you might think, well, I'm only one person. What does my one subscription mean? I'll tell you this. Once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we can monetize our channel. So you might be that person that puts us over the top. So again, you know, we're not asking for your help financially. We're asking for your help, personal investment. Watch our episodes. You know, please make sure you watch them for more than 3 seconds, because believe it or not, a 3-second view don't count. So we found that out the hard way
funny.
a few weeks ago. So the more you watch, the better it, you know, lifts us in the algorithm. So we're going to do our best to keep you entertained, to give you a reason to watch longer. And we just ask that you do. But again, thank you for watching our episode.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks
for all the compliments.
Want to thank all the fellas here for all their help, all their hard work, and we will have another episode for you, I believe, on Tuesday. So be on the lookout for that. We're going to hit 20 before the end of this year, which is crazy to think about. So, hey, go Lions. And for myself, Bobby, Nate, and Reggie, we are not just on
Love my brothers.
We are a team that is in the hunt. See you later. Go Lions.
Love your brothers.
Jets are going down.
Peace.